I wanna make sound. I wanna change everything. I wanna know it, feel it, take it all. I wanna fix everything. But the hardest part of this is to take who you are and change what you need. Stuck in a place you're not meant to be. Take all your doubts, take it from me. You made your chains now be your release. I wanna scream out, 'cause I can't stand this wait and see. 'Cause I've been way down, way too long. There's still a pulse in me. But the hardest part of this is to take who you are and change what you need. Stuck in a place you're not meant to be. Take all your doubts, take it from me. You made your chains now be your release. Who let you down? Who let you down? There is no easy way out. Who let you down? Who let you down? The right words, the wrong time, a hard look at the hard lines. Who let you down right now? There is no easy way out. Take who you are and change what you need. Stuck in a place you're not meant to be. Take all your doubts, take it from me. You made your chains now be your release. Who let you down right now? Who let you down? There is no easy way out.
Welcome back, everyone, to XFW on whatever platform it is that you're watching us on. Thank you for joining us here. Derek's missing. If Stacey Keeper doesn't get us kicked off Facebook, Kitty Lane will. Folks, we're trying to find out all the issues that we had with Facebook and why they deleted our old pages. But we're staying perseverance. We're trying to make as many changes as we can to keep our show what brings you guys back, what brings you guys in loving XFW here on XFW's page here on Facebook, or if you're watching over on Twitch on Bloodsword Streaming, or YouTube on Bloodsword Streaming, or if you're watching directly on Bloodsword6.com. Folks, we've got a number of ways you can watch XFW. I do encourage you to hit all of our platforms and hit the like and follow buttons, subscribe buttons, whatever it is. That way, if one platform goes down, hey, Facebook, you guys will still be able to find us on whatever else it is. Owen Bushy likes the stream. I'm going to move that over a little bit, though. Oh, I've got Kari Foster in my face. Not that that is a bad thing to have happen. But we are changing from Stacy Keebler. Derek Smith, thank you for liking the stream. We're going to move Miss Foster over a little bit up to right about there. And that should be better for us there. But we are moving away from Stacy Keebler. As much as I love Stacy Keebler, she is one of my all-time favorite things. Mary Barrett, thank you for liking the stream. That's a little bit too much because Mary's name came off of the stream. So we're going to move it a little bit. We'll have to change up some of our stuff. We're still working out some bugs for the new images, folks. But, again, we're cutting out Stacy Keebler as to make sure that Facebook doesn't think that's too sexy. And we can still have some stuff going on here. Owen Bush, thank you for sharing. Now, that right there, folks, that is some quality sharing from Miss Kitty Lane. And that's all the original imaging right there, folks. But we're not going to waste any time. We're going to head down. Meister Ryan Fina, thank you for liking the stream. We're going to head down to ringside and get things started here on XFW with tag team action next. XFW Ground Zero. Owen Bushy, thank you for sharing. And thank you to all guys for tuning in to XFW tonight. No matter what platform you decide to watch us on, thank you for tuning in.
At a combined weight of 463 pounds, the Industry.
And here comes the Industry. Josh, the Coach Clemens, and Mason Storm making their way down to ringside. Josh, the Coach Clemens, finally coming back to in-ring action after his mustache finally has grown back. Now he's saying he's no longer injured and can actually compete inside the ring. My friend, it still sounds like bullshit that he couldn't wrestle while he had his mustache shaved, but who am I to judge the man? Ladies and gentlemen, here comes High Voltage.
Combined weight of 424 pounds, High Voltage.
High Voltage looking to get themselves in the number one position here in XFW Tag Team Wrestling. Hoping they can get to a number one contention spot. Folks, they are not far off. These two young men have been outstanding in-ring competition. All right, folks, here we go. XFW Ground Zero kicking off. We are well underway now. The bell has rung. Tag team action kicking things off tonight. Terry Sabin, one-on-one right now with Mason Storm, already into an ankle lock. He's not going to get that easy over on Mason Storm. Mason Storm, one of the most profound technical wrestlers we have here in XFW. And on the side of the ring is his mentor, his coach, Josh, the Coach Clemens himself, at ringside. Well, I shouldn't say at ringside, in his corner. Mason Storm now dodging a nice kick out of the way. German suplex now from the former five-time XFW Internet Champion. Tag, there comes Josh, the Coach Clemens. Doesn't have his full mustache back yet, folks. You see it's only a little bit as we get a tandem kip up now from the Industry. Clemens, a former tag team champion and former XFW World Heavyweight Champion. Ooh, big clothesline there by Sabin, delivered to Josh, the Coach Clemens. Ooh, thought he was going for a snap mare, but drove his head directly into the canvas. High Voltage looking good so far tonight. Tagging comes Billy Miles. Miles now on the ropes. Up and over, Canadian Destroyer connects. Josh, the Coach Clemens, folks, might be in a little bit of trouble. Clemens now with the counter. Irish back in the turnbuckle. Here comes the Coach. Brutal clothesline right into the turnbuckle. Coach now blocks the big right hand. Clemens now again back in the corner. Kicked in the face now by Miles. Clemens dodges out of the way. Miles, his own momentum, takes him on the top rope, but Clemens hooks him and brings him right back in, not letting Miles get a breath in. Clemens, an old school wrestler here at XFW. In the corner with tag. Mason Storm, good ring awareness, coming in to frame his partner. And now Storm lighting up Miles with repeated shots. And a powerbomb from Miles out of nowhere. Back and forth action tonight, folks. This is our start of our week here in XFW. Snapmare now. Terry Saban again, right back to the ankle lock, a second time locked in on Mason Storm, trying to rip back on that ankle. But Storm again, able to weasel his way out, and this time a flying forearm connects right between the eyes of Terry Saban. Saban and Miles had a back and forth battle with hazard warning over the past few months. Left both teams absolutely riddled with injury as the two continue to struggle for dominance. Folks, surprising fact, we did learn that hazard warning and high voltage came from the same pro wrestling training center, and there was a bit of a student rivalry. While they're all there, hazard warning getting signed second to XFW seemed to spark more of that issue as the two teams then continue to collide here in XFW. Owen Bushy, welcome to the stream yourself. Thank you for finding us again on Facebook. Again, folks, we encourage everyone to go over to YouTube and find Blood Sword 6 streaming and like and subscribe to us there. So in case the disaster strikes again on Facebook, you guys can still find us on the interwebs. You can hit us on Twitch, you can hit us on YouTube, you can find us right on bloodsword6.com. However you choose to watch XFW, we will continue to bring you the action week in and week out. Big clothesline now from Miles on the counter on Clemens. Miles goes right for his corner. Clemens gets back to his feet. We're almost back to square one. Nice kick to the midsection now by Saban. Oh, beautiful maneuver by Saban there. Suplex and turns it into a powerbomb. That was outstanding. Wow. Looks like our replay's going a little bit long there. We just wanted the powerbomb, and it's going full thing. There we go there. And you see here, folks, the hook. Up into the suplex, and then down into a powerbomb. But right now, Josh, the coach, Clemens, back in control. Saban now with a counter again. Nice wraparound. Saban not... Ooh! Scared himself to get into the technical side of wrestling. But high voltage, more high flyers. But so far tonight, have kept a lot of their offense very much grounded. Tag, both men now coming in. Mason Storm and Billy Miles as the two collide. Mason Storm infatuated with the XFW World Internet Championship. Almost an unhealthy infatuation with it, folks. A lot of other wrestlers, competitors, even his coach, Clemens on the corner, has tried to push Mason Storm into going after the United States Championship now, or even the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. But Mason Storm continues to fawn after the Internet Championship, refusing to change divisions. He's got a very, very unhealthy love affair with that championship. But right now, Billy Miles with a nice, well-placed drop kick in the back of the head, taking Storm off his feet. Goes for a kick out of nowhere. Able to counter with Billy Miles, continues the onslaught. But again, through the white suplex by Mason Storm, takes him down. Motion now by Mason Storm. Down goes Bob. Once again, Bob Harris getting in the way of the action, and now is laid out. Big clothesline now by Miles. Takes Mason Storm off his feet. Kick right to the face now. Miles in control. Marshall Foskett sending stars our way, and Kitty Lane thanks you for that. XFW switching to all original notifications in hopes that Facebook will leave us alone. Although some folks think now Kitty Lane might get us in trouble, and they may not be wrong. Up and over the top. Uh-oh, Miles on the outside. Mason Storm in a world of hurt right now. Drops him on his back. Big impact there by Miles. Hardest part of the ring. Here you see the flying forearm from Mason Storm. But Billy Miles with the counter. And then puts Storm on the outside. And big time impact connects. Marshall Foskett, thank you for liking the stream. Little Kari Foster image there for you, sir. Thank you very much. Welcome back to XFW on Blood Sword 6 on Facebook. Mason Storm now back in control. Toss in the corner and a kick to the face. And a nice deep arm drag counter by Mason Storm. Tag. Back in comes the coach. Marshall Foskett, thank you for sharing again. And now Kitty Lane shares one of her favorite things with the fans in attendance. Kick to the midsection, countered, and Terry Saban lights up the coach with a phenomenal spinning heel kick right to that brand new mustache. But now the coach counters with his own into a pile driver by Clemens. Clemens connects. Clemens now stalking over Terry Saban. Miles still on the outside. Uh-oh, sleeper. Sleeper hold locked in. Sleeper hold locked in. Saban in to break it up. That could have been the end of it for Terry Saban. Billy Miles coming in and making the save. Tag again, in comes young Mason Storm. Double team maneuver now coming up from the industry. Mason Storm now up and over, beautiful. But Bob distracted. That could have been it for Mason Storm. He could have had the pinfall victory. Little miscommunication there. Both team members come in. Bob stopping the teams from coming in. Up and over the top. Beautiful kick to the top of the head. Mason Storm getting back to his feet with a clothesline. What a way to kick off XFW tonight, folks. Missing the clothesline. Backdrop suplex. Back and forth action, we've got a cover. Mason Storm gets the shoulder up. Too early on for that. Saban now Irish whip. Off the corner. What is this? Oh, slow, methodical German suplex, rocking Mason Storm. That was rough. Spinning heel kick again. Mason Storm connects. Mason Storm now back into the turnbuckle. Terry Saban diving for the tag. In comes Billy Miles. Storm connects again. Brutal clothesline. Damn near takes his head off. Terry Saban rolling the outside. Mason Storm. What has he got planned? Oh my good Lord. Rolls him over a brutal DDT. And Miles gets the shoulder up. Didn't look like it was going to happen. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Back into the corner we go. Josh the Coach Clemens makes the tag. Drops him down, neckbreaker. Cover by Coach. Hook in the leg. Terry Saban diving back into the ring just to get it up. Amid, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Wrestling. Kick in the midsection now by the coach. Mason Storm barely getting out of the corner, almost unconscious, finally getting back outside the ring. Kick in the midsection, DDT now by the coach. Clemens now demanding Billy Miles get back up. Mason Storm can barely hang on to the ropes. Big right hand counter now. Irish whip by Saban, in the corner we go. Clemens fires right back with an elbow, roll placed right between the eyes. But Saban gets back to, or Miles gets back to his feet. And another right hand from Miles connects. But the coach now countering through. Back and forth action from both these men. Outstanding tag team competition to kick off XFW tonight, folks. Big time backbreaker now. The coach in trouble. Billy Miles can't capitalize. Looks a little winded. You see him taking some deep breaths there. Clemens laid out in the middle of the canvas. Miles now trying to get back up. Countered again by Clemens. Clemens with the right hand. Clemens, sleeper driver. Takes him down, and now Clemens with a little bit. I think the coach was playing a little bit of possum there. I was back in home territory. Mason Storm looking like he's getting back to his, turn around again. But Storm with the tag again. Storm's got an arm exploder, takes him down. Storm, whoa! Takes Terry Saban off the canvas. Unnecessarily so. Northern Light suplex. Too close to the ropes. Billy Miles, luckily there, pulled off, realized where he was. Decent ring awareness. Shot to the back now. Mason Storm firing back again. Counter again by Miles. Up and down. Around the world we go. Good Lord, I think he went around 6 times. That was outstanding athleticism. That's the high-flying athletics I talked about from High Voltage. Into a suplex position, Mason Storm with a nice counter. Storm takes him back in his own. Snap suplex. Everyone's now starting to move very sluggish. Drop kick counter. Single arm DDT takes him down, and he holds on. Billy Miles now cranking back on the arm of Mason Storm. Shot to the back of the head. Counter again by Mason Storm back in home territory. Coach tagged in a second time. Double super kick connects square to the jaw of Billy Miles. We've got a cover. Oh! The industry get the pinfall. Saban a second too late. Saban a second too late. The double super kick puts down High Voltage tonight on XFW Ground Zero. Looks like the coach was busted open. I didn't notice that earlier in the contest. But Clemens looking good. Yeah, he was seriously busted open, folks. I can see that now right above his right eye. You see it. Wow, that's pretty bad. Did not see that earlier. Looks like, wow, even Mason Storm's busted open. High Voltage took it to the industry, but the industry pulled off the victory tonight at XFW Ground Zero. I want to thank you folks for tuning in tonight to XFW here at Blood Sword 6, streaming whether you're watching on Twitch, you're watching on YouTube, or you're right here on Facebook on Extreme Fantasy Wrestling. Then we got some new folks in. I'm in. We do not do WWE Stars on XFW. XFW is an all-original, digital, fully produced professional wrestling program, a broadcast 4 nights a week. We have over 80 original characters, original storylines, and more each and every week here on XFW. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Derek Smith says, break out the stitches. That is right. Josh the Coach Cummins back after a lengthy hiatus after being shaved in a fan match here in XFW, the first ever fan-requested match, mustache versus mustache, Biff Wellington taking on Josh the Coach Clemens. Owen Bush is saying the WWE tried to shut us down. That is factual. The WWE did try to shut us down on a number of occasions. And folks, there are some rumors and speculations. Now, originally we thought we got hacked here on Facebook, but it seems we've still just been pushing the wrong buttons for some folks, and our original page was just 100% taken down. So now we are rebuilding from scratch. We were nearly at 2,000 followers for our previous page, and now we are back to starting over at square one. So, if you know some folks that like professional wrestling, like game streaming, get them back into the fold. Hit that share button, hit that like button as we get our fans back here to XFW and create the community we had in the past. Now, again, I do encourage you to hit over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button on Bloodsword 6 Streaming, as well as hit us over up on Twitch and Bloodsword6.com. So, in case we do get frazzled here again on Blood Swords or on Facebook, there are still ways you can catch XFW Professional Wrestling. Now we're going to head back down to ringside. Match number 2 next as Walter Fenwick goes one-on-one with the former Thunderbolt, Liger, on Ground Zero. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Walter Fenwick, the good old boy from Oklahoma.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall
Fenwick has made a decent name for himself so far here in XFW. When he lacks in experience and in-ring offense, he does make up in an outstanding attitude, and not to mention the damn near 500-pound frame. Does him very well here in XFW. The fans have very much taken the good old Walter. I'll tell you what, folks, I like this guy. He's got a good attitude. He's very friendly backstage. He brought me cookies, folks. Somehow his mother baked cookies. He brought them backstage. And I'll tell you, folks, they were a lot better than the catering service we normally have. Walter Fenwick just likes to make people smile. He likes to perform inside the ring. And we're happy to have him here in XFW. But folks, well, here comes the recent, I don't know if we want to call it the betrayer, but he turned his back on his team, folks. Here it is, Liger. Liger was formerly one of the Thunderbolts, all three former members of the Yamamoto Industries team. And ever since the Thunderbolts defeated the Machine and Dr. Yamamoto to get their free will back, folks, you see the level of experimentation that went on to Liger as he makes that cold, dense stare down towards the ring.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, Liger.
Liger dumping the mask, changing up his uniform and denouncing the Thunderbolt name. Now walks down to the ring, that ominous stare looking across at Walter Fenwick. These two have never met inside the ring before. This will be the first ever time two much very different styles will clash tonight, folks. Liger very much a proponent of strong style maneuvers. Sim Crawl on 22 or 27, thank you for cheering us on over on the Twitch platform. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I just brutalized that name. It was only on the screen for a quick second. But thank you very much for cheering us on over at Twitch. Again, folks, we've changed all our gift notifications, as we do not want the WWE attacking us for using images of Stacy Keibler. Although it's very sad, I miss my Stacy Keibler. But we're going to all original gift notifications here. Jay Rogers, greetings to you. Welcome to XFW Ground Zero. And thank you for hitting the like button. Sherry Rogers has become one of our admins here in XFW. Thank you for tuning in. All right, folks, Liger, Walter Fenwick, the bell is underway. And Walter already using that big, massive frame to pick Liger up almost like a toddler, like nothing. Liger with a nice turnaround, reverse DDT. And then a stiff kick in the back. I talked a little bit already about the strong style maneuvers, the quicks, the flashy elbows, the strikes that Liger will use. But right now, ineffectual against the massive torso of Walter Fenwick. The kick in the face. But look at Walter again. Stays on his feet, almost unaffected by Liger's offense. Fenwick now dodging out, or Liger dodging out of the way. He's going to need that speed and that agility if he wants to keep Big Fenwick off his feet. But right now, there he goes. Hurricane Rana takes the big man down. But look at Fenwick. Walter right back to his feet. Liger now rolling to the outside. Here comes Big Walter in pursuit. Does not want to give Liger the opportunity. Liger back inside the ropes. Liger comes with the drop kick, and again, Fenwick stays on his feet. Liger again with the kick. Fenwick, wow, look at this. Fenwick, Big Walter refusing to go down, shrugging it off, down, tossing Liger into the turnbuckle. Marshall Fawcett had hashtag Mama Fenwick's boy. I do know that Walter's mother is not absolutely thrilled with him being a professional wrestler, but she's happy to see her big boy happy. And folks, again, we're happy to have him here in XFW. Counter again by Liger as he struggles to get into offense, having issue moving Big Walter around. There's a backbreaker, almost a two knees into the back of the neck from Liger. He may have to change up his offense right now. Liger up in the high rent district, coming out the top. Elbow finds its mark into the middle of the spine of Fenwick. Liger now back in control. Nice head scissors takedown by Liger. And again, going back to the top rope, you see the speed of Liger coming into play, and the leg drop finds its mark. Liger now stretching out the elbow. How much damage did Fenwick do earlier on in this contest? Fenwick now dodging a right arm. Irish whip by the big man. The hog farmer from Oklahoma. Tornado DDT, lightning quick from Liger. I don't think Fenwick even came close to see that coming. But Fenwick gets the shoulder up. Big Walter forces his way up. Liger goes to the eyes. And there's that jumping inside crescent kick right to the side of the head of Big Walter. Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. Fenwick dodging near death there from that massive kick to the side of the head by Liger. Liger on the chop. And now repeated chops to the chest of Fenwick. One more for good measure. Oh! That one looked a little low, right to the throat of Big Walter Fenwick. And again, the reverse DDT. Liger now strategically pulling apart Big Fenwick. Liger again on the top rope. Walter starting to stir, getting back to his feet. Liger, oh my good Lord, diving DDT. Did you see that impact? But a kick out again. Fenwick survives one more time. That was a brutal DDT. How the hell Walter is back on his feet, I don't know. Liger now again, Hurricane Rana. Walter wisely rolling to the outside. Liger again way up top. Drow! Jumping sidekick. Taking Big Walter off his feet. And now into the steps. Liger seems to have found his rhythm. The experience of Liger might be taking its toll on Fenwick, but he fires back with a shoulder tackle. And Fenwick again sent into those steel steps. We've seen Liger in the past few weeks take care of both Thunderbolt Alpha and Saturn inside the ring. Both men on the outside now, referee up to a 7 count. These guys need to get back inside. Liger again tossing Fenwick over. Bob up to an 8, Liger back inside. Up to 9, Liger back outside easily. Could have had the count out victory there. Walter shoves him back inside. Was the big man now playing possum. Walter now squeezing his head like a coconut. Good Lord, it's gonna pop. Oh, and shoving Liger's face into those steel cables. Folks, I can't tell you enough how much those ropes can do damage, how impactful they can be in a match. Liger again with a big right hand. John Rogers, thank you for liking the stream. And Liger again connects with that kick. Liger again to the top rope. Beautiful. Shooting star press connects. What? That's it. Liger victorious over Fenwick tonight. Fenwick gave one hell of a battle, folks. But the experience came through. And Fenwick could not overcome the brutality of Liger. Thunderbolt Liger continues his winning ways here after taking off the mask, denouncing the Thunderbolt name. Look at that brutal kick, folks. Liger victorious on an XFW Ground Zero. Liger continuing his winning ways here in XFW ever since changing pretty much everything about him, folks. His entire persona, his attitude, and more 100% changed here in XFW Professional Wrestling. Now Walter Fenwick, the same old good old boy that we've come to love. Malik has become a fan. Thank you. And Kitty Lane, thanks you. We're still going to work with that, folks, a little bit. I don't like the fact that some of the names come off, but since we are changing all of our gift notifications and our alerts because we're trying to get away from any imagery of the WWE since they seem to hate us, and we don't want to get banned again on Facebook. Folks, we love bringing you XFW Professional Wrestling. We hope you guys enjoy watching it. I'm sure you wouldn't be here if you didn't. And we are back where we're starting fresh over on Facebook from 2,000 followers. Now we're around 110. But again, you can also follow us on the Twitch platform or YouTube, or you can watch us on bloodsword6.com. Marshall Foskett, thank you for sharing, and Kitty Lane's going to share one of her best assets for all you guys right now on the stream. If you folks want to see specific XFW characters in our notification alerts, you let us know. Sound off in the chat room, no matter which platform you're on, and tell us what stars you want to see in our notifications. We're making our own GIFs now, folks. You can on the Giphy platform, you can hashtag XFW, and you'll find some stuff. Hashtag Bloodsword6. Hashtag Kitty, and see what comes up, folks. Hopefully, we'll start spreading XFW GIFs all across the interwebs, and more folks will check them out. But we're going to head down to ring action, or one-on-one action next, as XFW Ground Zero continues. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the hips, the shaking of Terry Sexton. And you see right behind him Miss Kitty Lane. One of the most controversial characters here in XFW is Miss Kitty Lane.
Weighing in at 241 pounds, Terry Sexton.
Terry Sexton, the former Thunder from Down Under male exotic dancer. Tonight he'll be going one-on-one with Shiny Mike, as folks have called you already in the chat room, saying Shiny Mike. Derek Smith, I can tell you right now, the Destroyer is one of our notifications here so far in XFW. It's just up to you guys to find it. Here comes Mask Mike now. Shiny Mike making his way down the ring. Mike has become very popular here in XFW. A lot of folks get behind this crazy young man.
The Masked Man, Mike Jackson.
Mike, one of the most resilient performers in all of XFW, folks. I've seen this guy take a beating like no other. He can bounce back from almost anything. Our next big event, folks, will be the end of this month. I think last week I had the date actually wrong. It's actually going to be August 29th, XFW Mat Mania, which will, as folks in our audience are talking about, the dream match pick by our July contest winner, Marshall Foskett. Evolution will team up with Bad Boy Marshall Sweet and take on all four members of the Entourage. We've only seen sparing members of the Entourage ever since their entire kingdom came crashing down at our last big event. From what I understand, Morgan Steiner actually had a small stroke after losing every championship in one night at XFW Wrestle War. Right now, we saw Masked Mike victorious not once but twice last week on XFW programming. And right now going one-on-one with Sexton. I think Masked Mike might actually have more in-ring experience than Terry Sexton, or Sexton will easily have a strength advantage. But Masked Mike, very wiry, very agile. What's Mass Mike up top? It comes up with a beautiful high cross body. Terry Sexton, very agile for a man of his size. But I guess that comes from the world of dancing. Mass Mike with a nice counter, a big right hand by Mike. And Mike now laying in with the chops and an elbow and a follow through. Kitty Lane on the outside looking very disappointed right now in her man, Terry Sexton. Kitty Lane and Terry Sexton have the same agent. That agent got them both here in XFW. Kitty Lane, an entrepreneur of herself, a very successful woman in the field of exotic dancing, owns her own club. From what I understand, she'll be expanding soon and opening up a second club somewhere in the United States. I hope one day I can visit one of those clubs. It'd be a nice sit-down combination or conversation with Kitty Lane. I've been, quite frankly, terrified to approach her because, well, I'm a little terrified by successful, gorgeous women. John, thank you for becoming a fan. Welcome to XFW. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to XFW Ground Zero. Marshall Foskett, thank you again for sharing it once again. Kitty Lane sharing one of her favorite assets on screen. Sexton now throwing him back inside the ring, and now Sexton going to the top. Mass Mike getting back to his feet. Sexton comes off with a knee right in the back of the spine. Looks like a little bit of impact on Terry Sexton as well. I don't think he got all of Mask Mike, but he got enough. Sexton now winding up Mike on the ropes. Toe! Neck breaker. Almost. You see, now you see Kitty Lane on the outside jumping up and down. That is a beautiful thing to watch, folks. Sexton now winds up DDT. Mass Mike now in a little bit of trouble. Sexton starting to take advantage. Ooh, Mike with that was a nice turnaround. But Sexton lights him right back up. Hey folks, Mass Mike is surprisingly one of the most resilient men of all. Sexton off the ropes. A little bit of jiving and juking. Drops a leg right across the chin of Mass Mike. Leg is hooked. Kick out again. Fubar over on Twitch says, meow kitty. Kitty Lane has a couple gift notifications for us so far. Easy Money has a gift notification hidden there for you. Now it's up to you guys to find those notifications here on XFW. Quite frankly, I forget what I put where and where. But right now, Sexton back in control. Up on the shoulders. Mass Mike with a nice turnaround reverse DDT, driving Sexton's head into the back of the canvas. Mike now taking charge. Mass Mike. Mike's going for it again. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter locked on. Mass Mike with the sharpshooter. We've seen him win a couple of matches like this. Mass Mike actually got Drago to tap out to that very move, but Sexton had it scouted. But Mike comes right back with a flapjack. Mass Mike now in a phenomenal way. Sexton with a nice turnaround. Mass Mike again with the counter. But Sexton lights him up again. But Mass Mike again with a counter. And now Sexton. Kicked in the midsection. Shot across the back. Both men now exchanging a number of back and forth maneuvers in this contest. Mike again with a turnaround into the corner. Big chop right across the chest. Mike now lining up the shot. Could he go with a mass kick? He catches Sexton right under the chin. We've got a cover, folks. Mike pulls off the victory. Mask Mike pulls off the victory tonight. Unbelievable. Mass Mike with the victory after the super kick. Unbelievable. Mass Mike victorious week in and week out now. And you see the 1, 2, 3 knocking Sexton clean out.
The Masked Man, Mike Jackson.
does not look happy about the income of that, or the outcome, I should say. She might jump in there and beat the crap out of Mike. What a phenomenal match between those guys at Mass Mike. Again, victorious here in XFW, folks. Mass Mike is on a bit of a roll. Now, Mass Mike's still in the XFW World Internet Championship division. Some folks have tried to get him to go to other divisions because the crowd's really behind him. But he says there's something about the Internet Championship that draws him in. Something about that he wants to He wants to hold that title. Now, his buddy, his friend here in XFW that we've seen a number of times, that folks have also taken a liking to, Lee Bischoff, is in the United States Championship division. And folks, he's looking himself, getting very close to a championship opportunity himself. Now, we've got a lot of folks here vying for XFW Gold. And again, the fact that Marshall Foskett, thank you for sharing. This is just fun to watch. This is fantastic to watch. Like, woo. Folks, we're going to have a lot of fun with our own gift notifications here in XFW. And we're hoping they become popular enough where if you've got your phone or device, you put in hashtag XFW, some of those things might start finding their way onto your own personal devices. Or you can search for them on Giphy as well and get those out there, hashtag Bloodsword6 or XFW. Now again, the championship field is ever changing here in XFW. We've got a lot of folks vying for opportunities at championship titles. And with over 80 wrestlers on our roster, both women and men, folks, it is a large playing field. And again, we have officially announced that we will crown our first ever XFW Women's Tag Team Champions at XFW Mat Mania on August 29th. Now, what's going to happen, folks, is we're going to have a number of matches throughout the next couple weeks to find who those two teams will be and go 2-on-2 at Mat Mania to crown our first ever XFW Women's Tag Team Championships. And when we're talking about that, we've got women's tag team action coming your way next on XFW Ground Zero. Ladies and gentlemen, vicious and delicious.
One fall. On the way to the ring, vicious and delicious.
Sarah Wells and Alex North. These two young ladies have definitely made an impact here in XFW. And folks have taken notice. Easy on the eyes, but not easy on their opponents inside the square circle. These two young ladies mean business. Michael, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Thank you for dropping by. Maybe you'll stay a while, maybe you'll enjoy our crazy brand of professional wrestling here. Ladies and gentlemen, our opponents tonight, truth or consequences, hope and faithlessness.
Consequences.
I've tried to have a couple conversations with these two twin sisters, folks, and you cannot keep their attention span for more than 7 to 10 seconds. They are as flighty and bubble-headed, and I don't like to stereotype anyone, folks, but these two, the light's on, folks, but no one is upstairs. They do, however, make up a pretty damn good women's tag team. They've had a number of victories so far here in XFW since we opened up the door to women's tag team action. These two teams have clashed in the past. And right now, to be honest, folks, from what I've seen and what I've gathered and the rumors going backstage, this very well could be the match at Mat Mania. This could be the two teams vying for the championship titles at the end of August. But right now, Alex North starting things off with hopelessness. Nice! Innovative offense there from Alex North, who seems to be the more powerhouse of Vicious and Delicious. I think she's the vicious part. And there's a shot right there to the head. And now North with a clothesline taking Hope over the top rope. Now Bob getting a little handsy there with Alex. I'd like to change spots with Bob right now, but well, maybe not. I don't want to get my ass kicked by any one of these women. Both women now swinging wildly at each other. Hope with a shot, and now Hope sends Alex North up and over to the outside arena floor. Bob starts the rep, tag, in comes Faith. Alex now back inside, Faith right to the outside. And then a tag, in comes Sarah Wells. Two fresh women in the match, and Sarah lights her up already with a nice, well-placed high cross body. Sarah Wells, the more high flyer of Vicious and Delicious. And an open hand slap to the face. I don't know when that became so prominent to slap your opponent, folks. You've heard me talk about it before in the past. If you're new to XFW, you can hear me talking about it now. A slap across the face to your opponent is more insult than anything. And a lot of times, it seems to wake up your opponent. It snaps them out of any stun that you've done. And it usually backfires. But again, that's the ego of professional wrestling, folks. That slap just to spit in the face of your opponent. Possibly to get them off their game mentally. It's like Brian Blaze, the man who likes to get inside the head of his opponents. We know Brian Blaze will be in action this Friday night in XFW Danger Zone. But right now, Sarah Wells bouncing face head off the canvas like a basketball. Wow. Look at Faith right back to her feet. Head scissors takedown. Wow, Faith snapping back out of nowhere. And now snapping the head of Wells almost into the canvas. Tag, in comes Hope. Putting all the hope on her team right now, the shoulders. And now Hope with a slap in the face. It's like they can't hear me. It's like they don't hear what I say. It's Sarah Wells with a counter. Like I said, folks, right after that slap, Hope comes in, gets a little cocky, slaps Sarah in the face. She shook those cobwebs out. And now Vicious and Delicious back on the offense. What is this? Oh, high flying impact. North flying through the air with the greatest of ease with the impact on top of Hope. Hope now with a nice right hand. Hope now crucifix, no pin, all impact, driving the head and shoulders of Alex North hard into the canvas. And now again, blasting the back of the head. Nearly towards the apron. Oh! What a right hand by Hope. We got a cover, leg is hooked. Alex North gets the shoulder up even before a 1 count. Hope now with the head scissors. Trying to squeeze the life out of Alex North. North fighting her way out. Impressive escape there by North. Into a spine buster. Holy hell. Only a 1 count. Again, you see the vicious part there, Vicious and Delicious. That is Alex North. Whoa! North goes for a high cross body. Hope jumps so high. North actually went underneath her, and both ladies come out with nothing. Hope now diving in with a flying forearm and coming up with nothing again. North dodging out of the way, and now repeated shots and elbows by North. What is this? Innovative offense again, using those steel cables, bending back Hope. That one didn't look comfortable at all. North now. Oh! What a snap suplex there. Oh, I'm sorry, snap neckbreaker by Alex North. Now a combination of strikes by Hope and a big roundhouse kick to the side of the head. What a shot. Now tag. In comes Faith. Alex North barely moving. That was a brutal combination that landed by Hope. And a big chop right on top of the head. Looked like she'd been watching some tapes of Warbird. Dropping it now head first on the canvas again. Hope can barely keep herself up on the ropes on the outside. Sarah Wells desperately looks like she wants to get inside this match. And now Faith with a combination. And again that kick. Both sisters sharing the same offense. But Alex North coming back to life, tossing it out of the corner. Tag, in comes Sarah Wells. Vicious and Delicious are pulling that same high impact takedown maneuver. You look at this, Faith getting right back to his feet, but Wells lights her up with a shot. Kick to the midsection now. What is this? Up and whoa! Pump handle into a face buster by Sarah Wells, but Faith gets the shoulder up. Back in the turnbuckle. Tagging comes North again. He's got her up, big time. Into a plancha. Nice double team maneuver by Vicious and Delicious. That's it. Hope couldn't even keep herself up on the turnbuckle. I don't think she realized her partner was getting pinned. Vicious and Delicious walk away with the victory. Hope was barely hanging on to the ropes. Didn't even realize her partner was being pinned. Vicious and Delicious. Look at this move, folks. This is outstanding. Boom! Face plant by Sarah Wells. Outstanding offense. Vicious and Delicious walking away with the victory. If that's the way it goes down at Matt Mania, folks, they very well could be your first ever XFW Women's Tag Team Champions. But will they get to the elimination matches? Will they make it to the top? Awesome tag team in-ring action from the women here at XFW. And again, folks, we will crown our first ever tag team champions in the women's division at XFW Matt Mania, August 29th, right here at XFW on Facebook or on Bloodsword 6 streaming on YouTube or on Twitch. Or again, folks, you can catch us right on Bloodsword6.com on our Streamlab powered Facebook or our website powered by Streamlabs. Now, folks, we're talking a little bit about Streamlabs. You see their logo on our ring. You can get XFW merchandise on Bloodsword6.com, like this very shirt I'm wearing here. And again, folks, all our merchandise is limited quantities. Right now, there are, I believe, 6 or 7 Evolution shirts left. Once they are gone, they are gone. That shirt has become very, very popular. Showtime Shane Black, Big Time Jim Slater, John Mad Dog Rogers, Marshall Foskett, thank you for sharing again. Meow, 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 meow. Maybe Kitty Lane will just become the new Stacy Keebler for XFW. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe we can make that work here. But I know you guys want to see more stars here in XFW. Let's see what else I've got. Do I have some of the other stuff here? Let's test this one. What do we have on here? There's a Destroyer over on the Twitch platform with bits. So someone, that is fake. No one really donated 1,000 bits right there. But just to give you guys an example of the new gifts and notifications we are throwing out your way. Now we're going to head down to ringside for more one-on-one action as XFW Ground Zero rolls on. Ladies and gentlemen, Brody Daniels.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 220 pounds.
Brody Daniels has been making a name for himself here in XFW. He came in very lackluster. Folks, we're not going to give him much thought as he came in all cocky. He used to walk around the ring with a selfie stick. But once people started laying into him verbally, Brody Daniels changed his entire attitude. And since then, has been very, very aggressive inside the ring. Has turned his career around. Marshall Foskett sending stars. Thank you, Kitty Lane Dances, for all your stars here on Facebook. That is a gorgeous gift, I must say. Ladies and gentlemen,
and his opponent,
Tyson Vader.
the NWO Wolfpack from Venice, California, weighing in at 210 pounds, Tyson Vader.
Tyson Vader, the breakout star from the Wolfpack here in XFW. The first member of the Wolfpack to show up was Casey Vader. This is his nephew Tyson. His uncle's still incarcerated from what I understand here. But tonight, Tyson Vader goes one-on-one with Brody Daniels, and this will be interesting, folks. Both these guys hungry here. Both these very young competitors looking to climb the ladder here in XFW. Again, folks, I want to thank you for tuning in to XFW tonight, no matter what platform you're on. Please make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the follow button, whatever platform you're on, so you don't miss out on any of the action here at XFW. And if you're one of the newer folks here to Facebook, please hit that share button, hit that like button, so more pop up on folks, so we can find the old crowd that was here in our old Facebook page, and we can get everyone back to enjoying XFW. Right now, Tyson Vader and Brody Daniels going one-on-one. Vader with a nice shot with a kick right to the face. I talk a lot about the in-ring abilities of Tyson Vader, how much they vary from the rest of the Wolfpack. Casey Vader and his brothers have a very, very much ham-fisted, brawling style technique, but Tyson Vader, much more aerodynamic, a lot more martial arts style, high flying. It's actually just a pleasure to watch this young man participate. And right now, both these young men looking to make a mark here in XFW. Both have to make a statement. Oh, a super kick right under the chin by Brody Daniels, but Vader gets the shoulder relatively quickly. I'll tell you, folks, Tyson Vader right now is starting to outshine his uncle Casey. We saw Casey Vader victorious last week on XFW programming. We'll talk a little bit more about some other footage we saw pertaining to Casey Vader after this contest. Nice springboard kick right to the face by Vader's that martial arts style I talked about, but Brody Daniels gets the shoulder up. I tried to get a word in edgewise with Tyson Vader, ask him where's martial arts background come from, since it's so much a variance from the rest of his family, from the rest of the Wolfpack. But every time I try to talk to him, he just flips me off. He spilled soda over the top of my head. The kid's got a real attitude, but it does fit in with the rest of his family. Every one of the Vader crew has, well, they treat everyone like shit, unless you're part of the crew. Do not ask them about their deliveries and their extracurricular activity, and make sure you refer to the Wolfpack as a motorcycle club, not a gang. Right now, Brody Daniels back in charge again. The kick right under the chin connects to Tyson Vader, and Daniels now taking a little bit of time to taunt the audience. I don't know and there it is, right there. Too much confidence. Gave Tyson Vader a little bit, just an extra few seconds to recover, and now Vader, just like that, turning the match around, getting back on the offense. We've got a cover now. One, almost a 2 count. Vader is back to his feet. Brody Daniels right back in his face. And now Daniels taking the cheap route, choking Tyson Vader on that top rope. This new attitude by Brody Daniels, folks, has been absolutely brutal. Oh, brainbuster right on top of the knee. We've got a cover. Tyson Vader gets the shoulder up as these two continue to battle on. Kick to the midsection now. Brody Daniels continuing to fight on. Tyson Vader with a counter. Shot to the midsection. And a shot to the knee now. Again, the quick knees and elbows of Tyson Vader. The Muay Thai style. The martial arts background of this young man. And that's just an old-fashioned soccer kick right to the ribs of Brody Daniels. We've got a cover. Only a 2 count. Daniels again gets the shoulder up. Brody Daniels going to the top rope. And a shot to the top of the head. And an elbow follows through. Vader now rolling to the outside. Brody Daniels now in pursuit. Vader with a counter, toss him right back inside. Says, we're going to keep this inside the ring. Vader now, bouncing his head off the canvas. And he's trying to work on the arm. Overhand wrist lock now by Tyson Vader. Brody Daniels, a couple shots down the midsection, breaks the hold. Wisely, kick again. Again, that brutal brainbuster on top of the knee. Innovative offense. Brody Daniels pulls off the victory. So quick to land that shot. And folks, I really think, look at this. Look at that impact. I truly believe that could be more damaging, more impactful than your typical brainbuster. Bringing your opponent down on top of your own knee adds a little bit more force into that. But here's where Brody Daniels turned things around. A couple shots in the midsection, and then able to hook that brainbuster right here, folks. And again, boom, right on the back of the neck.
Here is your winner.
Wayne Jaworski, thank you for liking the stream. And Kari Foster says thank you. Again, we got to look at a little bit of a placement of our new gifts, but we're happy you guys are liking them so far. Eric Zant, thank you for liking the stream. There's a little bit more Kari Foster for you. Thank you very much for that, folks. And again, we hope you're enjoying the new gift notifications here on Facebook. Again, we're trying to get away from everything. Well, actually, not on just Facebook, all of our platforms. But for whatever reason, the original Bloodsport 6 streaming got taken down by Facebook. They wouldn't tell us why. But folks, now we are back up and running. Hopefully they leave us alone. Hopefully we don't have any more violations. Whatever they decided to do, we don't know, folks. We're going to try to play as nice as possible because we enjoy bringing you guys XFW. We enjoy bringing you all the action here at Bloodsport 6. Whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Bloodsport6.com or here on Facebook. 4 different avenues for you to watch XFW Professional Wrestling. And folks, again, I encourage you to get out onto YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe buttons on both those platforms in case we do get shut down again here on Facebook. Now, again, we're back in the Level Up program. As you see, some folks were nice enough to donate some stars. Right up here, folks, you see all the actions take place. Eric Zan with the like, Wayne Jaworski, and Michael McCram. I hope I got your name right, Michael. Marshall Foskett donating 100 stars our way. Thank you guys very much for that. Thank you for the love and the support. We continue to get Jesse Lee Simmons says thanks for liking the stream. And Carter Warrior says, welcome to the show. That was creepy even for me. I scared myself with that one, folks. And again, folks, later on tonight in our main event, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet himself, the XFW Internet Champion, will be in our main event. But right now, we're heading down to the ringside. James Shaw, thank you for sharing. And Kitty Lane's going to share one of her favorite assets. I really enjoy watching this one, folks. Earlier in the show, someone said Casey Keebler got us in trouble. They think that Kitty Lane's going to get us in more trouble. I don't care. That's some fun shit to watch right there, folks. Let's head down to ringside next. More one-on-one action. XFW Ground Zero. All right, folks. Next up, more one-on-one action. Folks, this is one of my favorite newcomers here to XFW. Sam Ford, a.k.a. The Tank.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sandy, Utah. Weighing in.
Jesse Lee Simmons, thank you for sharing again.
The Tank,
Sam the Tank Ford. The United States Army veteran, the massive G.I. Joe fan. Folks, Sam Ford was inspired by G.I. Joe to join the military. His team in the military gave him the name The Tank because they wanted him to feel like a real G.I. Joe. This guy is a blast to talk about, or a blast to talk to. And he's absolutely outstanding to watch inside the ring. Some of the brutality, you see the G.I. Joe shoulder tattoo on his shoulder. But ladies and gentlemen,
his opponent from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Here comes A.J. Simmons.
62 pounds, A.J. Simmons.
And again, folks, no matter what platform you're now watching us on, if you're talking in our chat, we will have your chat. Everything is integrated now into the stream.
YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all showing up in our chat for you guys because, hell, we love having the fans here.
All right, folks, here we go. AJ Simmons going one-on-one with Sam the Tank Ford. And Ford already coming in with a shot,
but AJ Simmons dodging out of the way. And there goes Bob. AJ Simmons using Sam Ford almost as a battering, taking Sam off, and now flying tilt-a-whirl DDT.
AJ Simmons
had a loss last week in a triple threat match where we saw the Purple Haze, Rick the Dragon Fletcher pull off a victory. From what we understand, folks, JV has been given the pink slip from XFW after losing that match, and Simmons, from what I understand, folks, is not on good standing with the XFW committee, as he has not really captivated the fans. He's not made a big impact here, folks, and they may be looking to cut loose what some folks are calling some dead weight. But right now he's going one-on-one with the big tank, Sam Ford, here on XFW Ground Zero. Simmons with a shot now, sending Ford into that ring post. AJ Simmons really needs to turn things around here if he wants to hang out in XFW. He needs to get a couple more victories under his belt. He needs to really get the crowd behind him if he wants to say right now he's dancing a little bit, and he's going to pay for it. Ford with the leg drag. The leg drag. What the hell did I just say? I don't know. I get a little excited every time Sam Ford's inside the ring. Ford now with a big whipping clothesline, missing by a mile, and Simmons now capitalizing. Ford's head sitting in the turnbuckle. I think he just got to bust it open, and now Simmons gonna work on that open cut. Nice strategic move by AJ Simmons as he's dominating a good portion of this match. Ford now collapsing inside the ring. Simmons continues the work. And again, targeting that forehead of the tank. Now working on the neck, trying to twist off Ford's head. Ford working back to his feet. Nice right hand right to the midsection. Ford now full Nelson. Up and down, takes him down. Full Nelson slam by the tank. And now Ford back in control. AJ Simmons, no, dodging out of the way. Simmons looks determined tonight, folks. He's trying to hold on to that XFW contract. He does not want to go the wayside. He does not want to follow JV to get what some folks are promoted to a fan, to buying a ticket to showing up at XFW. Simmons wants to hang out here. And there's an elbow shot again. Ford fires right back with a Bruce shot. And again, full Nelson, and a second time takes Simmons down. The big man now back in control. Here comes the Ford, but Simmons again gets those legs up. Up and over, float over, into a DDT. Whoa, the tank right back to his feet and takes him down with a clothesline. Ford now drills through that monster lariat coming through. Big back body drop now. Simmons starting to stagger. Simmons though catches him, drops him down, face first into his knee. Kicked in the midsection again. Simmons determined. But again, Ford breaking through. Simmons firing right back again. This has turned into one hell of a match, folks. Spinebuster now from AJ Simmons. Holy hell, folks, we've got a battle. Ford has been Ford has been undefeated since showing up here in XFW. But right now, Simmons looks like he could give Ford his first loss. Big Ford now back to his feet against Sam with that brutal lariat just clubbing down on AJ Simmons. The tank now got him up. I thought he's going for a powerbomb, folks. Now just Argentine backbreaker style, ripping on the torso of that lower back of AJ Simmons. Simmons gonna get with another counter. Shoulder tackle. Ford comes out on the stronger end of it. The big man, the life-size G.I. Joe, back in control. Simmons rolling away again. Simmons has really been, super kick countered into an RKO. AJ Simmons coming through and catching Ford sleeping as Ford went for the kick, but Ford gets the shoulder up. Holy hell. AJ Simmons. Ford went for the clothesline, and Simmons countered it with a beautiful RKO, a cutter, but Ford now back in control, up and over. Big time suplex there by Ford. Simmons getting back to his feet. Ford again, full Nelson. Oh, and again the slam. Simmons now rolling to the outside. The Tank now starting to dominate. Back inside goes Simmons. Ford's not going to give him the opportunity again to recover. The Tank now beating his, big time. He calls it the turn kick right to the face, and Simmons gets the shoulder up. You see Frank looking very upset by that. Simmons springing back to life again. But he gets taken down again by a lariat from the Tank. Irish over to the turnbuckle. Ford now got him up on the shoulders, drives him down into the canvas. Into the turnbuckle. The Tank now dominating. Shot right to the middle of the head now by AJ. And the Tank, clothesline takes him down. The Tank now starting to reel. The Tank out of nowhere, up to his feet, takes him down. And the salute now to the audience. We've seen him do that almost every match he's been in. Elbow drop well placed, right to the sternum. The Tank now with a deadlift powerbomb. XFW's very own G.I. Joe in control. Turnaround clothesline there by AJ Simmons. Simmons now. What is this? The Simmons now pulling one. Standing moonsault. Beautifully executed by AJ Simmons. We've got to go. Ford instantly gets the shoulder up. Unbelievable. The Tank truly is what his namesake says. Big right hand. And a neck breaker. Simmons desperately trying to keep the big man down, but Ford keeps coming over and over and over again. Into the turnbuckle. Ford now turning Simmons around. Irish whip. Ford building some momentum. Oh my God! What a shoulder tackle by Ford. He sent Simmons flying through the air. But Simmons stays resilient. You see again, Ford not happy about it. The Tank down in the corner again, beating his chest like a drum. Here comes Ford. Again, the turn kick right to the face of Simmons. We've got a cover. Leg is hooked. That's it. What a hard-fought battle between those two, but the Tank pulls it off. Someone earlier said Simmons can't catch a break. Well, Ford gave him a break. Unfortunately, it's not the one he was hoping for. This move right here, folks, this was beautiful. But look at this tackle. Boom! You see Simmons turn upside down, inside out by the brutal shoulder tackle by Sam the Tank Ford, and XFW's own G.I. Joe continues victorious here on XFW Ground Zero. I think Ford's got some staying power here, folks. I think Ford's going to be around for a little while. What an outstanding match. AJ Simmons again coming so close to getting another victory, folks, but he can't seem to get a break. It reminds me of Jajin Sakamoto when she started off here in XFW and could not continue to get victory after victory after victory, seemed to stutter each and every time she turned a corner. However, AJ Simmons seems to be having even more of an issue with this. He cannot maintain momentum here in XFW. He cannot find his footing. Now we know JV has been let go and gone on to greener pastures, if you will, other career opportunities here in XFW. And again, folks, we knew some things were coming. We knew changes were coming here in XFW. We knew some folks would not make the cut and would proceed on, but we wish JV the best of luck wherever he finds up. He's a fantastic in-ring athlete. I'm sure he'll find a home somewhere out there in the independent scene. Now up next, folks, is our main event of the evening. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, the current XFW World Internet Champion, going one-on-one for the first time ever with Drago. Now, folks, this could be a monumental event for us. And again, folks, this is just kicking off our week. XFW Ground Zero, our first day of programming this week, and usually this leads in, folks, but this is actually a pay-per-view style match between these two. Drago was the XFW Extreme Opportunity briefcase holder, and only hold on, folks, for about 2 weeks before cashing it in. But Easy Money, the current XFW World Heavyweight Champion, this guy right here, the guy on my mug. This mug currently available on bloodsword6.com. You see Easy Money right there. The XFW logo on the backside, Easy Money's name, and Bloodsword 6 right on there, folks. You can get this right now, bloodsword6.com, powered by Streamlabs Merchandising. But we're going to head down to ringside. Main event action coming your way after that shameless self-promotion next on XFW Ground Zero. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Drago.
Making his way to the ring from New Orleans,
The Voodoo King himself, the Dark Prince of Louisiana. Drago himself, a former United States champion. Unseated Easy Money as United States champion. Easy Money winning the championship back in less than 30 days. But regardless, Easy Money, or Drago is a former United States champion and almost had an opportunity, or did have an opportunity, Easy Money against the World Heavyweight Championship when he cashed in the Extreme Opportunity briefcase, but Easy Money able to fend him off. Drago has been in a foul mood ever since. He thought that briefcase would give him an easy chance of the title. And folks, here comes the Internet Champion.
Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 210 pounds.
Marshall Foskett, thank you for sending more stars. And Miss Kitty Lane says thank you very much. I do like that new gift notification. I won't lie, folks. Again, we're going to get some more XFW stars in on our notification alerts. We're going to try to change them out almost weekly. Keep you guys on your toes so you guys keep being more interactive with our stream, so you guys can search and find out who and what and where and how is our new notifications each and every week. We'll come up with some kind of rotation just to keep you guys guessing and keep you guys on your toes. Marshall Foskett, thank you very much for those stars. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, first ever time inside the ring with the Voodoo King that is Drago. I'm surprised that River Styx is not at ringside with Drago tonight. And here we go, folks. Main event action underway. Drago with an uppercut to start things off, taking the champion directly off his feet. Drago now with a neckbreaker. Drago continuing to oscillate again, folks. Drago's been in a very foul mood. Not that he's ever been in a good mood here in XFW, but Drago thought having the briefcase would be an easy opportunity. He thought the championship, the XFW World Heavyweight Championship, would just fall into his hands. But nothing is guaranteed here in XFW. Easy Money defending against Seth Walker. Drago charging down to the ring to cash in. And Easy Money able to fend off Drago and retain the championship twice in one night. Something that some other champions have never been able to do. So far, Easy Money has done so. Drago now starting to look pretty good. Holding on early on in this contest, a demanding lead so far. John Rogers says the secret to defeating Drago is a +2 ring of protection. You know what, folks? At this point, I don't doubt anything here in XFW. We've seen voodoo magic. We've seen superior sci-fi style technology. We've seen all kinds of weird shit, folks. I'm a skeptic at heart. I don't believe in half the things I've seen, but my eyes do not lie. Right now, my eyes seeing Bad Boy Marshall Sweet putting a combination with Drago, cutting him right off with the power tonight. If Drago get a pinfall or submission victory, he will line himself up a #1 contendership spot for Sweet's Internet Championship. Sweet with a nice chin bars there, trying to finally get a little bit of rhythm here, building some momentum. But Drago again, cutting the champion right off. And now shoulders right into the midsection, cutting off the wind of the champion. Into a powerbomb from the corner position. Now working on the hamstrings is Drago. And again, folks, you gotta wonder, will we see those zombie-style hands that come out of the ring from Drago? We saw him use them last week on XFW programming. And again, one of the things I do not believe that I see here, but I saw with my own eyes. Chinbuster again for the champion. Drago now reeling. The champion, Sweet, starting to finally make some headway in this contest. Ankle DDT, driving the foot and putting the extra pressure on the ankles of Drago. Sweet now, goes to the high cross body, but Drago sidesteps out of the way. And once again, just like that, the Voodoo King back in control. I think the champion got a little overzealous there. Overshot his target. Uh-oh. He hits him with the demon touch and then right into a neck breaker. Sweet now tossing Drago away from the side. Sweet now inside. How much impact did that demon's touch have on the champion? Sweet now rolling back to the outside. Drago getting back to his feet. In our main event here at XFW Ground Zero, Sweet going for the stomp, with Drago dodging out of the way. It seems like the champion is a little bit off his game tonight, folks. Drago's black magic. Oh! He just got caught going for Hurricanrana, and he gets powerbombed on the outside arena floor. I think Drago is the incense that Drago brings down in the skull has had an effect on the champion. And the fact that Sweet has never faced Drago before also may be having an impact right now. Sweet tosses him back to the inside. Drago getting back to his feet. Referee up to a 7 count. Sweet comes off the springboard into a blockbuster. The champion trying to put something back together here. Nice knee strikes now for the Internet Champion, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. But again, Drago quickly getting back to his feet, as if the champion's attacks have almost no effect. Combination again for the champion. Repeated shot and a backwards kick. Up over the head, right into the middle of Drago's face. We've got a cover. But Drago again gets the shoulder up. You see the frustration forming on the champion. It has been hard for the champion to maintain any sort of continuous offense in this match, as Drago is turned around in every corner. Sweet again up, and again the blockbuster. And Drago instantly rolls to the outside, keeping Sweet from maintaining that momentum. Wolfman now on the outside. Sweet with a kick to the midsection. And again, the combinations from Sweet. The hard-hitting impact, the knees, the elbows, the quick strikes coming into play. Sweet needs to keep utilizing that style offense to keep Drago rearing. He needs needs to stop Drago from getting his mitts on him and using those power moves. Back inside the ring, Drago now. Sweet again with the springboard comes off. Big impact again on top of Drago. Chris Fair, thank you for liking the stream. Kari Wurr with a little bit of leg up on the ropes for you there. Thank you very much for joining us. Drago with the counter again. Sweet, the handspan into a cutter. Connects onto Drago. Leg is hooked again. Cover. TKS, thank you for liking the stream. Drago again getting the shoulder up relatively quickly. Sweet dodging out of the way again. The fake kick connects to the side of the head of Drago. TKWA, thank you for liking the stream. Big right hand there by the champion. And connects in the back of the head. Sweet hits. Sweet justice. Right to the back of the head. We got a cover. Drago goes down. Sweet victorious. Chris Fair, thank you for sharing. And Kitty Lane shares her most favorite asset with all of us. The internet champion, Bad Boy Marshall, Sweet victorious again tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us at XFW Ground Zero. And again, get those likes and shares out there as XFW looks to rebuild its fan base here on Facebook. But you can also find us on YouTube. TKWA, thank you for sending us stars. And Kitty Lane thanks you with a little bit of a dance for those stars. And the tip jar flow is over. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight with us. We'll see you tomorrow night for XFW Late Night around 10:30 p.m. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on XFW.